Hi, I'm Mike. I'm the founder of GoodBed.com. As you may know, we are a mattress information resource designed to make mattress shopping easier. And we're excited to be here today to review a product called the Spindle Abscond mattress. One of the things we believe at GoodBed is that you need unbiased and personalized information to make a good choice to find a mattress that's a right match for you. So we're going to talk a lot about how this mattress compares to some of the beds you might find in your typical mattress store, but also who it's a good match for, so that you can determine whether it's maybe the right bed for you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the actual materials and the construction of this mattress, which really means what's in this bed. The Spindle company was founded by a fourth-generation mattress industry veteran, so they know how to make mattresses. They definitely have been doing this a long time, and they've been on the manufacturing side of the business since 1915. This brand and this particular configuration is only about a couple years old, though, so we don't have any durability data to speak of as to how it's going to hold up over time. But in terms of just kind of passing the eye test, we're looking at the construction here and the materials, and we're tugging at it and looking at the double stitching and some of the key junctures, and it seems to be very well made. One of the nice things about this particular mattress is that we put it together ourselves, so we know exactly what's in it because we just put it together and zipped it up. I'm going to unzip it so you can see. But basically what you'll see is that underneath this this cover here, which is made from organic cotton and wool, is just 3 layers of latex foam. This is 100% natural latex, actually. So this is made from the sap of rubber trees, and it's turned into a frothy kind of material that actually they use to make foam. Latex foam is a material that many people are not really familiar with. So I'm just going to describe it a little bit. It feels much bouncier than like a traditional polyurethane foam would, which is kind of the foam that you would typically imagine in a couch or most furniture made today. It doesn't have that sort of slow responsiveness that memory foam is known for. If you've ever laid on a memory foam mattress, or even if you've seen the commercials, you can see they're famous for their handprint that will remain, whereas when I lift my hand out, there's nothing. I can lift it out even as fast as I want. It immediately springs back. So latex is kind of known for having many of the pressure relieving qualities that memory foam has. One of the reasons you've never heard of it is because there's never been a major brand that's really invested in marketing latex the way that, let's say, Tempur-Pedic did with memory foam. And that's really what turned that material into a household name. Latex, however, is a material that I think a lot of people would really enjoy sleeping on, and it provides a good match for many people. And in fact, if you're in the mattress industry, you come to learn that many of the people in the industry actually choose to sleep on latex. So it's worth bringing to your attention. We think it's a good match for a lot of people, particularly if you're the type of person who maybe likes memory foam, but doesn't necessarily like that feeling of sort of sinking slowly into the mattress or having it conform around you. Or if you're the type of person who describes memory foam as having more quicksand properties, then you might be someone who prefers latex. There are really 3 main types of latex that get used. There is 100% synthetic latex, which is the least expensive. Then there is a blend of natural and synthetic, which very confusingly is often called natural latex because it contains some natural latex. And then there's 100% natural latex, and that's exactly what you'd expect it would be, is 100% natural latex. That's what you're looking at here in all 3 of these layers. So that's an important thing to consider, not only because you are generally paying more for it, but also because one of the reasons you're paying more is because the fewer chemicals that it contains relative to synthetic latex. A synthetic latex is going to be a petroleum-based product that is latex, but it's not made from the sap of a rubber tree the way this one is. Mattresses typically come with a choice of comfort levels or configurations to suit people's different preferences. And also their different body shapes and sleep positions and other needs. So the Spindle does that as well. They've got 5 different comfort levels ranging from extra soft to extra firm, with soft, medium, and firm in the middle. We have the medium configuration here, so that's what we're looking at. The two things that every mattress needs to deliver for every person that's sleeping on it are support and pressure relief. Those are the two kind of non-negotiable things you need to get from your mattress. So really the thing about back support is you want the mattress to hold your spine in proper alignment. So like, let's say if you're on your side, you need it to be allowing your heaviest parts to sink in while still supporting the kind of concave parts that are the curves that come up in your body, so that the whole thing, you don't want it, you know, if you all are sinking in completely, then your spine's going to do this. But if the mattress is too hard and not allowing your heavy parts to sink in at all, then your spine's going to do this. Neither of those is good. So this, for me and my body shape and my weight, is a pretty good match. Pressure relief is important for everyone to have from their mattress, but to varying degrees depending on who you are. So for example, if you're a side sleeper, pressure relief is going to be more important to you than if you're a back sleeper, because your weight as a side sleeper is distributed over a much smaller surface area than it is when it's distributed across, say, your entire back. Likewise, as you get older, pressure relief becomes more important. Your skin is not as thick, your muscles are not as thick and not providing as much pressure relief on their own. So therefore, you need more pressure relief from your mattress. So as if you fall into these certain characteristics, you're going to want to consider mattresses that have more pressure relief. Latex, as a material, tends to have very good pressure relief characteristics, and softer mattresses in general, as long as you're not bottoming out in them, tend to also have greater pressure relief characteristics. So you may be, depending on what your needs are, you may be interested in one of the softer models than what we're showing here. Likewise, if you sleep on your stomach, for example, from a back support standpoint particularly, you're probably going to want to look at a firmer model than what we're showing here, because it's absolutely critical when you sleep on your stomach that you don't have any of this. If your heaviest part of your body, which is always your hips, sink too far into the mattress as a stomach sleeper, that will cause your back to arch and you'll wake up with backaches every time. So you definitely don't want to be on a mattress that's too soft as a stomach sleeper. So all of these things are going to be very specific to who you are, but the material latex is versatile enough that if you like its other attributes, I think one of these 5 comfort levels is likely to meet your needs. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the characteristics of this mattress that are a little bit more preference oriented. So there are things about any mattress that are going to make them a great match for one person's preferences and not as good a match for someone else's. The first thing that comes to mind is temperature. Some people sleep too hot, some people sleep too cold. Most people are somewhere in the middle, and for those people, the type of mattress you sleep on is probably not going to make all that much of a difference. But if you're concerned about temperature, one thing we can say is that latex tends to sleep cooler than, say, memory foam, which is this other material that we often compare it to. It's not the coolest material necessarily because it is actually pretty conforming. And when a mattress conforms to your body, that's actually one of the ways in which it can retain heat. But the fact that this mattress is covered with natural materials, organic cotton and wool, that's going to help with the breathability and just general temperature regulation of the mattress. The wool in this case is not going to make you sleep warm or cool. It's just going to kind of keep you at a natural temperature. One of the other characteristics that's very preference-based in mattresses is responsiveness, which means how slow or fast does this mattress respond to your body as it moves around on the mattress. Memory foam is famous for its slow responsiveness, which is why it leaves a handprint even after you lift your hand off of it. Latex is really more at the other end of the spectrum. It's quick to respond to your body, as you might expect it would, since it's rubber. It's going to bounce when you jump on it. Not like maybe a metal spring would bounce, but there is some bounce to it. And you can even see, as I bounce, there's 3 layers of latex. There's going to be a little bit of bounce. If you like a little bounce in your mattress, this is going to be a great match for you. If you prefer your mattress to have no bounce whatsoever, this probably isn't the right match for you. So the next thing you're going to think about in terms of your preferences is the cushioning depth, which is basically, do you sleep in the mattress or do you sleep on the mattress? People who prefer to sleep in the mattress when it comes to latex are going to generally want a softer latex, because in latex, softness and cushioning depth tend to be pretty highly correlated. With this particular case, because again we're looking at the medium cushioning model, you can see that I sink in a little bit. I would say this is kind of a medium depth, what we're experiencing here. So that's going to be, again though, dependent on which comfort level you choose. So another characteristic that you're going to want to consider is how important is motion isolation to you. For those people who sleep with a partner, if you're easily disturbed and your partner's a restless sleeper, you're probably going to say that motion isolation is very important to you. So we're going to look at the motion isolation of this particular mattress. We put a little candlestick on the bed, if you take a look at that, and I'm going to just get into bed and see if that candlestick moves. As you can see, it did not tip over. It moves a little. I can also just bounce up and down. You know, it doesn't tip over. You do see it moving a little bit. The reason for that actually I think has much more to do with the frame that this particular bed is on, which didn't come from Spindle. It actually was just a frame that we had here, and it's a pretty basic frame, so there is some movement embedded in it. And I actually think that if we had this mattress on the floor, you'd see that that candlestick barely moves at all. Nonetheless, I would say that this material latex and this model of latex has very good motion isolation properties. Another thing you're going to want to just consider is how important is it to you to be able to easily reposition yourself during the night. We all move around during the night. For some of us, that can be easier or harder depending on what kind of mattress we're sleeping on. That's an area where I think latex tends to excel relative to some other materials. Latex being fast response, you know, you're going to find that as you move, the latex is moving right with your body. You're never going to have that feeling on a bed like this that you're rolling out of a hole that you were just in. So I would give this high marks for ease of repositioning. Another thing to think about as you're choosing the mattress that's right for you is how important is edge support to you. Edge support is having a nice firm edge so that you're preventing any kind of roll off. Now, roll off you might think of being an issue for kids who are kind of falling out of the bed during the night. That's not really what I'm getting at. I'm talking about more just the ability to kind of use the entire surface of the mattress without ever feeling, no matter how close you are to the edge, that you're going to fall off. This mattress doesn't actually have any kind of special features for edge support. There are some mattresses that do offer a foam block perimeter of really dense, firm foam. This doesn't have that, so you can maybe sense that I'm leaning a little bit as I lie right on the edge. However, unless that's, you share your bed with several pets and or kids, you're not likely to be this close to the edge. And as far as normal use goes, as let's say, for example, if I were to be tying my shoes on the edge of the bed, I'm not feeling like this edge is collapsing on me. So for most people's purposes, I would say this is pretty good edge support. For many people, another really important thing to consider when choosing the right mattress is the degree of natural materials used in making the mattress, which is actually an area where the Spindle mattress really does excel. Starting from the cover is made from an organic cotton textile that's actually certified to the GOTS standard, which is a certification standard used for organic textiles. And then it also contains wool, a natural material, as the fire barrier. So it meets the fire retardancy standards set forth by the government without using chemicals to do so. And then inside of that, having just put this mattress together ourselves, we know it contains only one material, which is 100% natural latex foam. And so that's a material that is derived from the sap of the rubber tree. It's a natural product. It's another natural material used in this particular mattress. The one thing I would say on natural materials is the mattress itself is not certified top to bottom as organic, which is something that can be done, and there are some mattresses that choose to do that. So if that is something that is of critical importance to you, that a manufacturer go to those lengths, this may not be a good fit for you. However, if your concern principally is that the mattress uses natural materials and has a lack of chemicals is really what you're focused on from a safety standpoint, it is certified by Ogatex, which is a standard for off-gassing that's used heavily in Europe. So if having a fully certified organic mattress is really of critical importance to you, that's not what this is. But if having a mattress that's made with natural materials is what's important to you, and that doesn't contain a lot of chemicals, then actually this is a pretty good fit for you. The last couple features that we might talk about when we evaluate a mattress would be the adjustable comfort, which is the ability to change the comfort from, let's say, day to day, week to week, month to month to meet your preferences to the extent your preferences change. This is an area where, say, air mattresses tend to really excel. You change the firmness level or the firmness number. You can easily make the mattress feel softer or harder at a moment's notice. So this mattress obviously does not do that to that degree. But it does actually offer more adjustability than the average mattress, because you can unzip this and you actually can purchase a replacement layer of an alternate firmness to go in this mattress if you decide that your preferences have changed or that you maybe didn't buy the right one the first time. So there is some adjustability to the comfort of this mattress, more so than most mattresses. The other thing is dual comfort. One person can have a different firmness level than the other. So if you and your partner have wildly different preferences on that front, that is going to be a type of bed that's going to appeal to you. In this case, we're not aware of an option to do that. It wouldn't seem to be too difficult, since you can unzip the cover to actually have separate pieces of latex on each side of different firmness levels. So it's a possibility that dual comfort is available to you, but we're not aware of that option. So we'll say that that's not necessarily an area where this mattress excels. But again, that's mostly a priority if you and your partner have very different requirements. One of the things that I think is important to just about everybody when buying a mattress is getting the most mattress for your money. Now, this here is not a budget mattress. We've got plenty of mattresses that are less expensive on our site. However, we do think that it offers good value for the dollar. Anytime you start to look at mattresses that contain 100% latex or 100% natural materials of any kind, you tend to see prices in the $2,000 to $3,000 or more range for a queen set. This mattress comes in well below that, so we think this offers actually quite good value for your dollar. One of the things about the Spindle mattress is that they provide a return kind of insurance policy, where if you don't like the feel of your mattress, they will sell you a replacement layer, basically a 3-inch layer, not unlike these, in some different comfort level for $150 for up to a year. And basically that will allow you to create a different configuration that's going to make this softer or firmer depending on which your preference was. So if you've gotten to this point in the video and you feel confident that the Spindle is the right choice for you, that's great. We're glad that the video could help you confirm that. And we do hope that if you do choose to buy a Spindle mattress, that you'll come back to GoodBed.com and write a review so that millions of other mattress shoppers can benefit from your personal experience with this product. I know it will be of great help to them. If, on the other hand, you still feel unsure whether maybe latex is the right choice or whether this particular model is the right choice for you, we would urge you to take our mattress match quiz, which you can find right in the header of our website at goodbed.com, which will walk you through all the criteria and considerations that we talked about in this video, and will ultimately help show you matches that will be a good fit for your personal needs and requirements. So thanks for watching, and we hope you sleep well.